morning, good other time of the day who have different one. My name is Daria Chekurova. I'm working for TERRA TECH Germany, and today we will speak with you about external communication. I will be the speaker today, and also my colleague from Ukrainian NGO unit, Dara. Dara, you can show yourself. So we will speak about external communication. I will mostly provide some general information, and then Dara will be more specific about Instagram, about how to proceed with your Instagram. It will be the second part of our webinar. And first 45 minutes or maybe less, we will speak about next questions. First of all, we will explore how to connect with our audience in meaningful ways. We will learn some practical communicational tips for NGO and get some simple examples. I'm sure that a lot of information that you've heard today, you already know, but what is important is that we will structure it today, we will organize it today, we will put it in small boxes so it will be easier for you to put all together that you know and to be maybe more successful in your external communication. As well, all of us are learning here, and I'm sure that you have many already good and successful examples. So feel free to share. Feel free to share in our chat or to take your hand and to add something, because it's a safe space for all of us to learn from each of us and to share our best examples. And we start. So, when we speak about external communication, we know that all NGOs, all organizations are doing a great job, and you as the leaders as well. But this job only matters when people know about it. That's why we need to concentrate and need to put a lot of efforts on how good we are communicating outside. And communication, it is always visibility plus trust plus engagement or communication. And imagine, for example, two NGOs doing more or less the same good quality job. One is posting one time per month some updates, and other shows really good quality video, visuals, testimonies, storytelling. And I think it's not a question to which organization people will come first, or partners will come first, or donors or volunteers. And this is what I'm talking about. Our external communication and quality of this communication is really important. But as we started to speak from the first webinar of this mentorship program, what is the most important for every organization from the very beginning, it's mission and vision. When we spoke about this, when we spoke about strategy, when we spoke about internal communication, but this topic will appear in every step of your communication in general, of your visibility in general, with your management in general. And I hope you already have clear mission and vision of your organization. If no, it's just a question of shaping, because when people are coming together to organize an NGO or to do some good projects together, they already know why are they coming. They already know their reason why and what are they doing. So you already have a mission. Maybe it's not really good shaped or really good written, but it is important to do so. Or sometimes organizations have like huge missions. They write like a lot about we are doing this and this for this and this. And it's so much that people sometimes are not really remembering it. That's why today, for our like basic of our external communication, we offer you to simplify your mission, to make it clear and understandable, first of all, for you and your teams, and of course for external communication. And for this, we are offering to use this simple formula. We, what are we doing? For whom are we doing? And in where or which context or what context? And your vision, it's your future dream, which has to be clear, memorable, and shareable. And some examples. So, for example, good mission. Clear, short, that we can simplify, remember, all of us and people from outside. We provide digital skills training to women over 50 in small towns. So what are we doing? Provide digital skills training for whom? For women, to women over 50. So we are really clear with our audience, with our beneficiary. And where or in which context? In small town, a world where all women have access to tools they need to thrive in. And sometimes we can do not really good examples of clear mission and vision. I will also show it to you just for you to have opportunity to analyze what you already have. So not good example, it's we help people in need. Yeah, we help people in need. Everyone help people in need. But it's too much general, too much broad. What kind of help? To which exactly people? Where? In which need? Yes? Like, no one will remember this because it's so general. Or example of bad vision. Our vision is a better future. Yeah, it's a good sentence, but it's also too much abstract. It's too much about everything, not about us exactly and what we are exactly doing. What kind of better, yes? For whom? We want all women have access to this. We want young people to feel safe in some conditions, and so on and so on. And why it is important? Because as I told you already, your mission and vision is the basic of your communication. Where could you use it? For example, you will use it on your homepage. When people come to your website, if you have already one, at first what they need to see, who are you? For whom are you working? Where are you working? And then you can also use at the top of your social media profiles in bio, in Insta, for example. When you speak in any event or interview or whatever, when you come to partnership building meetings and so on, at the beginning of presentation, you can also send it in every email. It can be like automatical part of your email that people clear and people remember. After few emails like this, people will be really understandable with who are you, with whom are they speaking, yes? Maybe some of you already have an example of your mission. I mean, it would be great if you can write it in chat now, just to share with everyone. And I hope it will not be something complicated. Like, we can just see what you already have. Maybe some good examples to other people to have as a motivation. Or in general, I want to hear in chat or by word some feedback. Do you already have something like clear mission and vision, or you're struggling with it, or you need any help with it? Or it is like already clear and you using it everywhere? Like, what is the situation with your NGO? Feel free to share. You can speak or you can write in chat. Muskan. We believe that there are no boundaries to human potential. This is the vision. Yeah, this is more the vision, but vision is mostly about future. Just it's not that I'm criticizing, just to sometimes wording is also important, like where are we coming, to which future are we going, yes? So when you already believe, it's already time now, it's not the future. So vision in this case will mostly sound like no boundaries to human potential in general, like but it's also very broad. You need, but I want to ask you, Muskan, what is your mission? With whom are you working, and for what are you working? Ariana, our mission to support youth at risk of exclusion. Good. And where? Where are you doing this? Like generally youth, or youth in your city, or youth in Europe, or youth anywhere? Like in which context youth, or in which conditions youth? We are spending a lot of time to this topic because, as I told, and I'm telling and learn mostly, this is a base. Like when you have clear mission, you have already 90% of your external communication done. So your mission is to support youth at risks of exclusion locally in Morazzo Peninsula. I hope I pronounced it good. Yes, this is more clear. This is more like people will more understand what are you doing. At Vita team, so message from Tanya. At Vita team, we strive to create a supportive and inspiring environment to enable everyone to holistically develop themselves, discover their role in the globe world, and become flexible in age of constant change. We offer various learning and development opportunities for young people, communities, organizations, both in Narva and around the world. The mission of Vita teams is to create a supportive and inspired environment so all of us could be a better version of ourselves, discover our own role in the global world, and become flexible in era of constant change and uncertainty. Thank you, Tanya. It was a lot of information, but as I told you, like you can have all of this explanation, but to use it for your external communication, you need to come up with a short, clear message. This short, clear message, I'm coming back to previous slide. We for in. We doing this for someone or something.
It is helpful. I mean, the first description is really big, and it's on our main page, sort of describing us, and the mission is on another page, and the last message. So it's more. I would also rethink in the way that you suggested. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. No, I'm not asking you to rethink your mission. I'm asking you to be to provide lead from your people will be lost. Like I was reading, yes, I'm proceeding what you wrote, but I'm thinking already like on the way, like for whom exactly? What exactly are they doing? Yeah. And this is what is important, to be clear, to have the clear message as a basic. I will just need to any use it, yeah.
Way, so thank
you. Then Muskan, we help in inclusion of asylum seekers and refugees sorry, I don't see very good the chat, sorry. By connecting them with mentors and teaching them new skills. Yeah, sounds really good. Thank you, Muskan. Ajara, our mission is to help youth to discover their potential, then choose their career. But we need to have it in a good wording. And as I told, to use it for, like, we stop now because everything what comes after built on it. It will be also one of the home tasks of you after this webinar, to spend some time with your mission and vision. And believe me, if you still don't have it, you will need it. In any cases, you will need it. This question isn't like so technical, sometimes come in application for projects or something like this. So you need to have it. You need to have it for yourself. You need to build all of your communication, because our mission is value, and what is driving people in communication is our values. And if you are clear with your mission and you show it, people are coming to this mission. people, and I mean everyone. I mean beneficiaries, I mean your volunteers if you need them, I mean your sponsors, partners. So this is like the basic value that joining, connecting you with world around, let's say like this. And then when we moved from the mission, the next important question that it's not only important what we say, but it's also important how do we say when we are speaking about external communication. And I think you've heard already this word tone of voice, yes? I mean, maybe for someone it sounds not so easy, but if to speak about this simply, just imagine that your NGO is some person, how it sounds, yes? All of people sounds differently. We have people who sounds very always supportive, kind, emotionally connected to you. We have people who are strict, expert. So try to think what is your organization about, how your NGO speaks, what is your tone of voice, would say like this, because it also brings different people to you, to your tone of voice. You can say the same message of your like basic of your mission, or invite people to some event. You use the same message but in different tones. You will invite different people, I would say. For example, and it's very important to know your tone of voice, to be clear with your tone of voice, to choose few of them, to know that we use for parents, we use this one, for kids or young people, we use this one, for partners, we use this one, or generally, we are always sounds like this. And example, let's say you are an NGO working with at-risk young people. You want them or their family to join a support program. So, which different tone of voice can sound like? Friendly tone. Join us to change your lives together. Urgent tone. Act now. Young people need your help. Caring tone. Together we can make every child feel safe and supported. Yeah, and you hear this difference between these tone of voices. And as I told, you will catch different people to different tone. Or sometimes different target groups need different tone of voice. Like young people, they always want to be in safe space. They want to be supported. For them, it's important to have like caring, engagement tone of voice. For parents, you have to be more expert. Yeah, more also sometimes caring. For like other decision makers, it can be urgent tone of voice. Like you want to do some project with government and you want to engage government in your project, and you use this message: act now, act with us. Yes, and it will make them feel more important for this project. You can write me in chat if you already like can analyze, or you have already thought about this. What is your tone of voice most of all? What is tone of voice of your organization? Is it friendly? Is it urgent? Is it caring? Is it engaging? Is it motivative? Feel free to write in chat, please. So, any answers? And can I ask you, Maya, with whom are you working? Friendly, warm, friendly?
Yeah, I work with young people, but I can see now that I will need to involve some some of these others, urgent, for example, and like more friendly sometimes, because this caring is maybe for parents side of our wider public. Yeah. Thank you for this information. This is really eye-opening.
No, to be honest, it's very simple. We already know all of this. Just we are trying today to put it in boxes. Yes. So sometimes we are proceeding so many messages. We are going so much with promoting some events, but just some not matching emotions or anything like this we don't let it work good. So Muskan, warm, friendly, informative. Ariana, motivated towards users, but expert point toward the public institutions and sponsors. Yes, makes sense. Tanya, encouraging, friendly, peer-wise. But it depends if apply for project would be more informative and formal, of course, sure. So also it's one of your tasks for whole work. Try to think, who are you? Yes, who is your NGO? How it speaks, with whom, and how it speaks. And then also the most important first thing from everything, why and with whom are we communicating? Because a lot of NGOs just doing their social network pages, like, I don't know, page on Instagram, dropping their chaotic information and never asking themselves with whom exactly are they talking in this social network. Why did you use, for example, Instagram? Whom do you want to reach? Yes, and it's also coming from your goal. Your goal is your mission as well. Why are we communicating? Yes, what do we need to reach? And there is like you need to write for yourself, if it will help you better to write down for yourself who is your target audience. Or what we call targeting. Yes, you need to divide your audience for external communication to different groups. Examples, with whom are you communicating in your external communication? Like real examples from you. Like, do you communicate with schools, with public institutions? Can you write me a few words, like, I don't know, maybe very much more specific with your target group, with women between 20 and 40, or your social networks are oriented only to partners or only to sponsors. Ariana, with local municipality and with high schools and social workers. This is your external communication groups. Schools, national agency, teens, parents. And a lot. Sponsors for events, participants in events, regional government, youth, parents, schools, youth workers, parents, potential volunteers. Yes, we are coming to one practical tool. Yes, you can write down all of your groups with whom are you communicating, like beneficiaries. Under beneficiaries, you can be more precise and write young people or women or whatever with whom you work. Institutions like schools, schools here, institutions, volunteers, community, schools, decision makers. You can be more specific. Here is more general categories, but you can be more specific in them. And then try to think, what do they worry about, what do they want to achieve, and what emotions move them. Because probably each of these groups will have different motivation, different aims, and different emotional context. Try to write down them in this graphic. When we have a horizontal arrow, influence, and in vertical arrow we have interest. So try to do this analysis for yourself. Yes, for example, young people, may they have in your exactly activities in your organization high interest but low influence. For example, I don't know, because each situation would be different. High interest, high influence. Yeah, this is the most most motivated, most resource group of audience who have high interest and high influence. Can you please explain interest and influence? For example, your organization who are working with asylum seekers, yes, who have interest to you? People themselves, asylum people who are coming, yes, and who have influence probably some governmental institutions in your country that can help that you advocate interest of these people in front of these institutions. I don't know. So you divide, I don't know your target groups and I don't know your situation exactly, but you can try to do it, like how we differentiate between the audience. Your audience is different, not you are different. And they may have different interests and different possibility of influence. So when you divide people into these squares, into these groups, the two most important for you is these two which are up. And you need to put your attention to these two groups. And also potentially interesting group with low interest but high influence. And then you can think how to increase the interest of this group. And you need to remember that all of them will need the different messages, would say like this. And then we come to some examples. When we speaking about different audience group, we are working with teens. What do they mean? It's just an example. You can analyze your teens, with whom are you working if you have already. You can even collect some feedback, some real information from them, not to assume what they think, but to ask them really what they think. Teens, parents, schools, like you can even do some research before, but this is just an example, yes? For example, your audience group is teens. What do they want? We assume that they want belonging and support. How to talk to them? You are not alone. We are here with you. Then parents. They need safety, trust, information. And you talk to them in a way that we help you, help your kids thrive. Schools, collaboration, credibility. Let's partner to empower young people. Let's partner to empower students. Local government, impact starts accountability. Our work empowers youth well-being. We are changing something together. Yes, we are doing some good job together. Different tone of voice, maybe different way of speaking, that we have different ears that will hear us. We already know that we have different target groups to whom are we speaking. And when we are coming back, that we always use our mission. We use our mission to adapt our message to different ears that are listening to us. And then we have same core info, different audience, but better impact. And then we are coming to the question about channels, yes? It's also one of the questions that people quite often asking themselves, like, which channels do we use for which audience? And I think you already use different channels for different audience, but we will speak a little bit more about this today. Message, it's a right tone of voice in the right platform. Match where your audience actually is. Like, try to think where is your audience. I mean, if you are having only Instagram page, but you want to work with elderly people in some, I don't know, question of digitalization, maybe it's too early to use for them only Instagram page. Maybe they don't have Instagram yet. Maybe it's your aim to let them teach how to use Instagram, to learn new Instagram. But for beginning, I mean, I'm not sure if you reach your audience in Instagram, for example. And sometimes people like not thinking about this basic stuff, and they are starving without people and without engagement, without real connection to their external communication. So you need to think and to choose the best channel to each of your group. And only in case if your patient which has some group of people or motivated person who are able to run few different channels, I would say like this, yes, if we are speaking about different groups. Parents, again, I'm using the previous information. What's their motivation? Trust, they want some advice. What they want from you? Reliable information, peace of mind, tone of voice need to be clear, expert, format should be warm. Best channels to speak with them, it's Facebook, emails, WhatsApp. some chat for parents, some communication with parents. Then decision makers, credibility and impact. What they want from you, evidence, clarity. Which tone? Formal, brief, format, numbers. Numbers is really good. A lot of decision makers like numbers. You can use emails, PDFs, or some reports on your website. Local community, what they motivation? They want to be included, pride. What they want from you? Local updates, participation. Tone of voice should be inviting, community vibe. Best channels, Facebook, posters, events, do something in the city, yes, to show yourself, to attract them. Then teens, what's their motivation? Belong in real talk. They want from you safe space, no judgment, tone-friendly visual, format visual, and Instagram, TikTok stories, something catchy, yes, that catch their attention. But this is in case if you have power to all of these formats, I would say like this. But if you don't, and you have, for example, only Instagram, just an example. Yeah, sure, you have emails, you will reach a lot of people with emails, but if your main channel for external communication to showing what you are doing is Instagram, there are also different options how to use Instagram, and Dara will speak about this even more. Yes, need to understand that stories we should use for young people, for volunteers, because they fast, they casual. You show them, like, for example, you attract volunteers, you show them here the day it with us looks like this, you can join, blah blah blah. Then normal posts, official updates, educational contacts, it's more for parents. For example, you can do carousel about support circle with tips for parents, yes. Then reels, it's little bit different format, is engaged in emotional, high energy content. It's more for young people. Short, uplifting video with testimonials. Then highlights. For example, in Instagram, there is highlights, the permanent categories that you can use. You can highlight for teens, for parents, or highlight join us or about us. I don't know. But I think we will speak more about this. So, but in any case, you always need to keep in mind that you need to target. You need to use specific message for specific audience, not to throw the same kind of message and expect that everyone will come to you and it connect you to everyone. So, for example, for use friendly emoji, a lot of emoji, short, use different hashtag, faces, bright, relatable. For parents, calm, informative, also different hashtag, soft, colors with a lot of facts. For schools, formal partnership tones, logos, clean graphics, clean information. And there is also something I want to tell you about, like your NGO pitch. Maybe in a lot of training you already heard what this pitch. You can pitch your project, for example, or elevator pitch when you have 1 minute to persuade a sponsor to give you money, for example. So pitch is like some short, interesting information about your organization. The most important is why you want to attract people and what you want from people. And here is like pitch formula: who you are, what are you have already achieved, what are you looking for. Yeah, why you're pitching? You're looking for partners, for money, for participants. And there is few examples. We are a grassroots organization working with migrants women. So who we are, yes. Last year, we supported 300 women with language and job skills. What we have already achieved. I mean, you probably achieved much more, but you cannot, in short pitch, tell everything, yes? But you will tell something the most important that you're proud of. We already achieved this. We are now looking for expand to 2 new cities and connect with local municipalities. And now we are telling what are we looking for. Or another example, We help schools teach children about mental health through storytelling. Our team has reached 50 schools in 3 countries so far. We are open to sharing our methods with more educators. Yes, and you can also use this message for everything. You can use this message in emails. You can use this message in your Instagram explanation. You can use this message in presentations, everywhere where you go. Because people always will listen small message, but this message needs to consist the most important things about you. Who you are, what are you doing, what are you proud of, and what do you really need. And this will work also with like a formula for searching for fundraising, which we will speak next webinar. And a few more important rules for me, and it's being accessible, responsive, and appreciative. And this is very important. Being accessible. Decide on clear reply rule where we respond 24-48 hours. Don't lose messages on your email, on your pages, because it's also building trust to you. Use auto replies or pinned messages when you are not available. Make sure your contact info is visible when you go to your website or your page, and working on all platforms. And always say thank you publicly and personally for everything what you are doing, for events, for, I don't know, don't forget this. Don't forget to say thank you, because it costs you a few minutes and it builds trust for years. Answer direct messages and comments, tag people and institutions in posts. Yeah, when you did something with someone together, tag them. It will be like really appreciable. And so I want just to finish my short introduction, short information about external communication, and come to your home task for this part. So your home task will be this short message of your mission, audience card with these tables that I showed you, who is your audience, which is their motivation, what they want from you, tone of voice, format, and best channels to use, and write or record 60-second pitch about your organization. Do you have any questions to me so far to this part of our webinar? Because we will move to another one. So thank you very much. I'm still here, but I'm passing the word to my colleague, Dara, and I will stop sharing the screen so you can start from your part. And we will have interesting information about Instagram now.
Hi everyone, once again. I see some people are still adding to our webinar. It's good. And once again, I want to present myself. My name is Dara. I'm representing a Ukrainian NGO unit. And this is my part of the presentation where we're gonna talk about visual concept for NGOs, about visual identity, communication, and engagement tips. We used our Instagram as an example. It's not the ideal version of it, of course, but we shared the tips we use. So we used visual identity when we already took in the conclusion what Daria said about our mission and vision, and then we go to the social platforms. So what is a visual concept? A visual concept is more than just making things look nice. It's about telling your story without words in some way. Think about how your visual can express who you are as organization. If someone sees your page for 5 seconds, can they really get what it is all about? And that's the goal. We want visuals to naturally draw people in and make them feel like they are part of something bigger with things you do on your platforms. It is important because engagement audience brings natively through your content, and then it's easier to communicate with more and more people. Of course, it builds community feeling because they start to be loyal audience on your social medias. And of course, Align your videos with your organization's missions and value. Always remember about it. So why it works? A consistent and thoughtful design, they instantly will trust a viewer a feeling that things are made intentionally and with a thoughtful message. Also, beautiful visuals stop the scroll. It wants people to learn more, to discover more about you and become a part of it eventually. If your posts are safe-worthy, so you can stay in someone's mind longer. And that what builds loyalty, of course. Here are the main points. It conveys your brand message, it builds trust, as we said, it makes people want to save, share, and stay as much as possible. And after you build some visuals up to your own style, and it associates with your designs, with your tone of voice, with your mood, and it also equals your personal individual brand. So visual identity in actions. It includes based on Instagram, but of course we can transfer it to any other social platform like Facebook or LinkedIn or whatsoever. So most important things are your profile photo or avatar, your bio, the short description, story highlights. Not every social platform has it. Grid, your feed, so your posts, your short videos, and stories, your 24 long content. So let's dive into it. But before we move, I wanted to tell that story highlight, because of some meta changes, they every time Instagram develops and they try some new instruments and things, and the updates are coming, that highlights may be gone. These are the highlights. Or they were like really useful things, because some information you can put not on your feed, and you don't need to scroll all over your feed, a grid to find some information, but you can easily open the highlight and read some up-to-date information with some details about some useful information and say things that are relevant, for example, like open calls or events that you are hosting right now, something like that. So we will see where are these highlights going with these changes. All right, let's talk about profile, photo, and avatar. So when you're using your avatar, it should be clear, even in a small size, easily recognizable. Use your logo or signature letter or brand icon. So it should be like standing out from others, like in a second, in a moment. Use this minimum space to be recognizable. Keep it consistent, of course, with every other platform that you're also using. So, for example, on Facebook and Instagram or TikTok, you have the same icon. So the audience understand that it's you are and somebody, not somebody else. Avoid crowded text. Avoid random images, like, for example, random photo of somebody, because people may confuse it with some personal page or unclear visuals. So let's see the examples down here with logos of Lego, UNICEF, and Nike. Of course, everybody knows these logo brands, and they are used wisely here. We can easily read Lego and Nike, but I have questions for UNICEF, because it has this small motto for every child, and for the small avatar, it's unnecessary. UNICEF would be enough. But personally, for me, even this logo with the mother and a baby, it would be enough. Your profile name and nickname for Instagram. For example, support families, youth NGO, and so on and so forth. Moving on to the bio section, it's some of your description. Your bio section. So on Instagram, it has maximum 150 characters. So it's a must to put to this minimum characters also all necessary keywords about your organization, about what you are doing, and why you are different from other organization. You can also mention about your mission and your values for followers, and maybe you can add some of your achievements to build trust that you are, like, for example, working in this field for a while. Also, as a tip, you can use emojis or bulleted dashed list for the structure to be easily readable. Also, you can mention your location and country, because sometimes when we're talking about international organizations and some international projects, and you try to find each other on social media, and sometimes it's really hard to find, like, which country is exactly are you from. It could be really good platform because they made everything easily, like, in one click reachable. So on your bio, you can add some useful links. For example, if you have all the necessary information and you want people to learn more about you on your website, you can easily add your website. You can add some other platforms that you have, or some application forms for the upcoming event that you have, and so on and so forth. A link to your donations. It's up to you. Also, we recommend, maybe if there is a lot of things that you have that you are already in, you can use Linktree or Beacon. It's one page website. It's like minimized, and you can add. This is the example of Linktree, where you can put all your links on other social media and for some events that you are in, so people can also easily navigate through it, find it, and move to it with one tap. And also, another tip, if you are in some other project that you are working with and you want to promote it, you can also tag it on your bio and add it and mention it, and it would be great for you as well. Moving on to Instagram business account, why you need it. You can easily on your settings change your account to business, because it opens you some new dimensions, so to say, because you can view your analytics or insight and check on every post, or for some period of time from 30 days to 90 days, your engagements with the audience. You can learn this data and get the information about the age, gender, and top cities and active hours of being on your page. Of course, you can see from posts and story performances how well it works and what can be changed, and for whom. You can seeing this data, you can understand. For example, okay, we have audience that are mostly women aged 25-34. Okay, so they are young people and they need the visuals and the text to be heard in this way. So you work with that. It's not about kids, it's not about elderly, and now you see the difference that you can work with. When you switched to the business account, it opens you professional dashboard on settings where you can find all of this information. So if you haven't switched to it, so go ahead and discover more on your page. While when you are in a business account, you can change it in your profile category, and you can add that you're nonprofit, that you are NGO or educational, so to say, so people can also easily see what is your field, what are you doing, and get to you quicker. You can add it with this button, and you can change it into the category. Also, you can add some useful contact buttons. So in one click, people can reach you. Your email, action buttons could be call you or email you or direct you to WhatsApp or Messenger. And also you can add your website or some other sign up link. Profile display. Non-hidden, it's when you want this category to be seen, so to say. also go ahead and practice it and check it. When we're doing this account, it helps with some automation and promotion. You can connect chatbot or some CRM system or auto replies. Instagram also may help you with this. It starts suggesting you these tools to use, and it also works for getting more audience engaged specific page. Be careful with this. Maybe you need to learn some extra guide, or maybe look for some people who already working with this, because we specifically didn't work with this app before, and we might not need it. But if it's about fundraising and some bigger events, you might consider using some small amount of money to put on the budget and use it for some ads. Let's sum up a little bit. For your best practices on your Instagram or other social pages would be you keep your contact info. We're talking about this header. It should be always up to date. It should be with relevant information and some useful links. Answer for your DMs and message requests as fast as possible. Be active even with some comments, and always try to find time to respond to it. Add your clear calls to actions in your posts and stories to reach your goals, and also check your stats with your business accounts to adapt, and use a consistent visual identity that all the time highlights the message that you want to bring to the bigger audience. And we are moving on to some stories. We will talk a little bit more about stories, and then we will move to the feed and components of your feed. So in your engagement in stories and what tools we are using, these are the examples, and this is the circle that is closed when I was on the Visi project that we had on Madeira, and we had our first meeting with the organizers of this project, and it was amazing. And I was the person who showed everyday activities for our audience, and we are participating in this project, and we also wanted to highlight to the people that might be interested in the future with these activities and be involved into this. These are the questions you should answer before you post it. And maybe you should put it into some categories. And we suggest to use some info, like showing your presence at the events, maybe some news, maybe some open calls if you're also part of the project and you're looking for participants, when you're starting the fundraising, and so on and so forth. Many stuff. Educational, if you want to share some useful information with others, and you can put some tips or facts or important dates that you are supporting and spreading the awareness about it. Emotional, of course, the best way when people go to people and everybody appreciates the openness, clearness, honesty. So show more live content with the real faces of your organization and impact that you do. Of course, interact with your audience. Use some tools, like polls. You ask questions. Your audience. You have Q&A sessions. You like put some tests. You put some hit the button of emoji. So you communicate in this way, and also be fun. Show some behind the scenes. Participate in some trends. Light humor that fits your tone would be a great plus for you, because everybody loves fun and easy context when our brain can just relax and like have some ha-has about the things that they see. Okay, so don't forget about using your real photos. It would be much better rather than stock photos, if it's okay, if you can make it. Also make some short videos. Use some simple designs. minimalism nowadays is the key to mostly everything. And use native IG tools. I will show you a little bit later about what do we have there inside. Again, yeah, here they are. Tools to use already mentioned, and here on your Instagram story, whenever you upload your photo or video, and they help you to some details. What are you doing? Mention some other organization if you are in a somebody. So you can use addition the tone of your content that you're posting. You can add some extra photos and make kind of collage. We call it, and GIFs. But GIFs are maybe almost that, so we use it rarely. And also it may a little bit change the quality of your video. So be careful with that. Add yours. We never use frames. Frames is a nowadays new tool from Instagram. So it's hidden. And also it's a way of interaction from Instagram. Whenever you put an image into frames, it's hidden and you need to shake it and then it reveals. And reveal works in some similar way. I'm not really into these two widgets really. Also very popular is to use these slide bar and press emoji so people can react and show some emotions rather than just like your story on something that you have posted. And also very important widget is you add active link already on your story, like link to a donation, link to your website, link to the application form, whatsoever. Also, use text on your stories and including CTA, like swipe up, send us a DM, join us now. They are also should be up to the message that you are showing right now. Okay, moving. Use layouts. You can find them before you uploading your photo or video. So layouts only working for photo. You can find it here. And most of them are really nice to use. And we use like the double layout, triple, the 6 of them and 4 of them. And it's really nice because you don't need to put like 7 stories in a row. Instead, you can make 3. For example, one with the layout, another is just one photo or video, and the last one is also another layout with some details. And as you can see here, we used just minimum the layout and some text as the like minimal description of what is it all about, what is going on. And on the other story, we use the location to mention where is this like mini project is going. Okay, moving on. And this is the summary of what I've been talking about. So don't forget about being consistent. You put your tone into every story, into every post, and into everything you write about, and it should be mirroring what your organization really represents. It should look across your posts, stories, and bio, of course. Be regular with the weekly rhythm because it is better for you to control what you're planning to post or maybe some sudden event happens and you need to tell about it right now. It's okay. You can see where you can put it in your already planned post. So after you know, okay, what's going next and how can you maybe juggle with it and move something or change. But all the time you are safe because you know what's going to be next and you're not gonna disappear after 2 weeks from public eye, so to say. People will start and believe you will attract more and stay with you more. And community response, don't forget to comment messages and repost as fast as possible, and be always friendly, of course, up to your tone. Okay. And we will talk a little bit more about why NGOs need a content plan for Instagram. It would be useful for your feed and for your stories as well. All right. So content plan is a strategic planning, not only for Instagram, but for everything that you want to use on your social platforms, or maybe for the messages that you are planning to send into various organizations and on various platforms as well. It helps avoid you making it up as you go. So it's a stress-free situation because everything is under the control and you know what's going to be next. And you can also, as I mentioned, plan it and maybe change it if needed. And it creates consistency and balance. So you're not disappearing, as I also mentioned, like in 2 days, because Instagram is the platform that works also and checks your activity. If you're disappearing, and Instagram stops showing you to new audience. If you are posting too much, it's also not good for Instagram as well, because they controlling the algorithm and you need to be in the pace. Why do you need to use it? Because you will always find something to post, but you just need to make it strategic and maybe divide it into the sections that you really want to share. What are they going to be about? Avoid overuse, of course, of one content type, because, for example, if you post 7 trends in a row in your stories, in your post, maybe it will be a little bit tiring. Maybe your audience wants to already learn more about what you're specifically doing and get some details. So maybe think about types of content that you want to use already, as I mentioned, for the story, some information, some useful tips, some fun activities, and some like learn about us, like step by step. And support your communication strategy, keep it up to date, check what was going well, what need to be changed, use the data to do some mini analysis. Also, this is the example of the post before you share it. You can tag some people to interact with more organizations or maybe some individuals that help you to promote your specific post. Tagging people nowadays, if you click on it, it suggests you to collaborate with your post. It means that your post will appear on another Instagram account of somebody. And it's really good because audience from your page and from others' page can see and like this very post and reach more people, of course. Add location. It might be really useful for people locally to see what's going on around, and also people can see where exactly you are. It's already about the trust and how you are moving and where you are exactly. People maybe want to join you to these places. Add music from time to time, not on every post. It should also be up to the mood of your post or video that you are using. Add a label, we don't use it, we don't need it. Audience. Now Instagram suggests to use audience for everyone or some trial audience. You can try it. It chooses the new audience for you that might be interested in your context, but these posts that you are pulling with this try new audience will not be visible on your page. So you can also discover about it and try this tool. And also share on. Instagram allows you to automatically post your carousel or video, reel, or post onto the other platform like Facebook, because they are linked. Meta controls and Facebook and Instagram. And it's also might be useful because you don't need to do the work twice, because it automatically goes on your Facebook page and their audience can see it and engage with you. Okay. Other thing is that your plan, it means problems, because your stress you have stress from lacking of some ideas. What should we talk about next? And that's why you should take a pause and maybe write down some ideas and what's going to be next. It will stress your level down to 0. And maybe don't do this alone. Talk with your team, and you will have the greatest brainstorm of what you're going to share in what way, and it will be a big plus for you and for your presence online. Dropping reach after long pauses. Yeah, that's the thing I already mentioned. Better not do it, because you are just going to like disappear in some way from online presence, and it's not good for your audience because they're losing touch with you basically. Uneven workload for the team. Yes, if you have many random things that are not structured and it causes a lot of stress, believe me, we work with that and nobody likes it and everybody wants the answers of what's going to be next, and let's do the things that we have already here, and it should be prioritized what's going to be. Yes. Solution. It's a great way to have your idea bank, for example, onto your topic that want to talk more and share from your organization, and discuss it with your team, how to write about it in your Google Docs, or maybe you have like chat and put it in some Notion or notes, or it's up to your other apps that you use and for your work. Content balance. Remember, it's important to alternate between the types of context that you have. So here it might be a suggesting content type balance, but of course up to your goal, up to the mission of your organization, it could be different. So for example, for engaging with some stories, memes, and interaction, you use maybe more or less percentage. Also, you talk about branding your team, your behind the scenes content, and you choose what percentage you want to add to it. Educational, what do you want to share, which is useful and easy to save and maybe discuss with others, and like direct to some other participants. It could be also up to you with your percentage. And 5 for promotional events, call to actions, and fundraising, but it's up to your needs. You can make promotional content your top and change the number, of course, but it will be easier for you. You know what percentage goes where. Easily to balance, easily to change, and memes are good. Everybody loves to have fun, to have some jokes, but be careful. It should be not too much. It should be on the age with the tone of your organization. It should be something like light. Be careful with this. But we use memes a lot. For example, remember the cute hippo Mudeng? And it was like really expressive with emotions. And we use Mudeng in our stories. And we add different emotions of Mudeng. And we asked our audience, what Mudeng are you? How are you feeling today? And people add some reactions like, oh, I feel angry, I feel cute, or I feel stressed, and so on and so forth. It was very funny. Okay, other questions I will answer in the end. Please write it down, not to lose it. So basics of Instagram content. Of course, we already talked about it, and you know about it a lot. So feed, it's everything that you have in your grid on Instagram when you open it. And you can see others' feed accounts. It includes photos, carousels. It's like many, up to 20 right now we have of them, and videos. Videos are called in Instagram Reels, and Reels are good because Instagram likes this, because it's live content that is really dynamic and could grip your attention, so you can watch it more and also get some ideas from those videos and repeat them. Stories already discussed, really good. Reels, yes, organic reach and dynamic, already mentioned. Moving on. Photo for posts. How to make these photos? Yes, so we suggest you to use Canva, which is the platform for putting it into some already, mock-up. And you can add some easy text there. You can choose your font that will be repetitive and that will represent your organization. Try not to use many different fonts so it won't be unclear for like what exactly your organization is using to be you as you are. And maybe consider Figma if you heard of it. It's also an online design tool where you can work with photos and put some text, pictures, and put some text on it. Pixels and Unsplash are stocks for the back, so to say. If you have an event and you want to and get specific photos of it, for example, of nature, of some mountains or river, you can search for some pictures over there, for some picnics and I don't know, fairs with the cute lamps and stuff. You can easily find it there and put that. Be careful with a lot of stock photos because it loses the realness of you. And yeah, I already mentioned it. So go ahead, try to experiment. And the easiest way for the audience that's on your page and sees your post, it should read all the necessary information from the picture you have uploaded. So on the photo, you have the key audience or key location, what is going on to be, or where, key text, the name of the project that is going to be, the dates. It's really important because people want to know who, what, where is going to be, and maybe add some detail. Partner logos, some specific of the event. Is it fundraising or not? And like, are you looking for partners or not? So also up to your request. And trust me, that will cover all the unclearness from the posts you are trying to post. Sorry. Post captions, yeah, the description. You need to be really specific and clear, not to use like a lot of text because nowadays people are becoming a little bit lazy about reading a lot from the Instagram, and maybe put some text on the carousel so you can read it directly from on the images, and it's better connection. The visual plus text, it works better. Don't overuse emojis. Sometimes it's a lot, and maybe change it to some dash lines or something. Use paragraphs, of course. It's better to divide information into smaller blocks. It would be easier for the eye to want to read it and find some necessary information. Grab attention from the first line. It should be like screaming. It shouldn't be the important information only in one sentence about all of this post that you are showing and talking about. And use storytelling. Storytelling can be divided, for example, and in post description, you mention a little annotation. What's your video about? What's your carousel about? And you can mention like more details in video, like watch till the end and you will find this or that, something like this. And it also engages your audience to get to the very end of this video or post carousel. How to plan content? We can use Notion. It's also really good online, builder of some documents where you can do the planning with the sheets. So just say, and they have some templates to use. So it's really nice. You can add some members so everybody can use it as well, or leave some comments. Asana is a task tracker. You can put the task. You can also choose the member who would do it and put the date on it, what's the deadline, and you can track it. Google Sheets. Most of us, maybe I believe, use Google Sheets for different goals. And here you can also put the planning. What is it going to be about? And the Meta Business Suite, it works for Facebook and Instagram, and it helps you to plan the posting in advance. So, for example, if you want to have a post next Thursday and you already upload it, leave the text and you choose the date whenever it's uploaded. You can do it in advance for some number of posts like this. And then you don't need to worry about it because you have everything planned. So here also mentioned some other platforms for the controlling of your content plan, so you can check them out whenever you have some time. And how to analyze content, I have mentioned it earlier when you have professional dashboard, but also you can use it in your every post. You can check how well it was reached, check your engagement, views, and link clicks, for example, if you add it. So here is the example. Under each and every post in your business account, you can see the suggestion from Instagram to view insights. And boost post, it means it suggests you to put some money on it and make it your post as an advertisement. You can try it, but maybe better to invite person who knows how to work with this, or unless you spend some money. So as you can see, we had number of likes, people left the comments, interaction, and how many people send it to somebody else. It's really good. And how many people saved it. It's a really good way to see that, okay, this information was relevant, this information that people really needed, and maybe we should work with this direction. If the numbers are low, you see, okay, it was just something that maybe we don't need to use again. And views, you can see how many people in general saw it, but didn't react in any way, didn't leave a comment, like, or didn't direct it to somebody. And also in overview, if you don't get some details, what is this and what is that, Instagram with this I button helps you to explain more why you need it and what is it all about. It's a really good thing sometimes to analyze things that you have already shown. And the tip from me, that on our page from time to time, we not delete, but we archive. We hide the posts from before that are not really relevant, that maybe are not good quality of images, and maybe the content is already unnecessary to be shown. So we just hide it. And it also helps to reduce the amount of content that you need, that you have on your feed, so people don't need to scroll it like endlessly, and you have all like top up-to-date information that you want to post right now. Okay, so for the summary, remember that your content plan is the key to your stability and quality, that you are controlling, that you know what it's gonna be about. Use content categories, informative, fun, behind the scenes, and for some categories of people that maybe you want to reach. This is for youth, this is for elderly, and so on and so forth. Write simply posts, and do it regularly. Don't forget about being present at least 2 times a week. Analyze and adapt. It would be a great way for you to change and do not stand on one place, and maybe do something different, do something better. Try to repeat things. Try to repeat things that maybe you saw from somebody and you adapt it to your own content. Your content should work toward your goals. This is the main thing that you should remember all about. Why are you doing this? And these are your homework tasks. So you do a little bit Instagram profile audit, and you check your profile photo, your handle, or hashtag, no, not hashtag, your nickname, and your name. What is it all about? Your bio section, or your highlights. What are they telling about you, and contact buttons. Are they added or not? Are they active or not? And what categories you have, for example, of what your organization does. So you check on it and you write what can be improved, suggest some specific changes. You can rewrite it. You can suggest better highlights, and I may check on it later. Let's say maybe the week after this meeting, so you will have some time to analyze it and learn it, and then I have feedback from you. Also, you try to create a 1 week feed plus story content plan for your NGO's account, and you should include the topic. What are you going to tell about the type? What is going to be some text, the copyright, and visual tools you're going to use for stories. Of course, you can include or show examples. Yeah, what did you do? And mention CTA, call to action. What are you using for the specific post or story that you are talking about? Also, we have prepared for you, my other colleague made a video how to make better videos for you. And it includes a lot of tips. So you better watch it and maybe try to also write some insights that were new for you and highlights, and also maybe share it in your homework document. Okay. And these are question section. So I'm ready. Go ahead. Well, as I mentioned, highlights from Instagram might be gone, and they might be changed. They will be on the feed, but maybe in some other category. We don't know exactly about it yet. Those hashtags, they are not working anymore to engage more with the audience. For example, if you write NGO for youth and you put this hashtag everywhere, it brings you nothing. It also helps you maybe to navigate. For example, if it's the series of topics about let's say diversity, yeah, and you say the hashtag diversity NGO unit, and from this specific topic, people on hashtag can find it easily and more. So to say, wait. What would you recommend for creating youth engaging content? I mean, what would be the best tool and social media? If to engage maybe somebody from youth. The best way to work with youth is when you have somebody who represents youth and they already feel it. They already know the answer. So maybe you have some teens around you that you can talk about, and maybe they are interested in helping you and giving you some ideas that you can show. I guess that would be great. And also, youth already knows the trend. They were born with phones. They already are easily adapted to the content. They can create it in one day, like the most engaging video and fun about your organization, and make some funny pictures and talk also about things that you want to share. Writing captions with AI effect engagement. Sometimes AI can write general information and will not be specific exactly about your organization. It may give you some basis, and if it gives you some basis, you can also rewrite it and change it. How do you feel, which is better up to you, that represents you most? I think that will work. 60% better retention in graphical transportation of the content you want to bring across. Again, simple, not too thin, not too bold, and it should be easily readable. And for example, you should use maybe two fonts. One is for the title, and the title should be bigger and grab the attention. The eye should fall on this title with the font, which is medium bold. And then there is the subtext, some details. For example, party, yeah, and behind this party, you can have party near the pool for youth with fun activities. And these are the key points that you use with different font, but smaller. And it's already the information that is less necessary. But party grabbed the attention, and that would be great. And some details below, also with the small text. So maybe you can use also one font, but for the title, it could be like dot, and for the subtext, it could be regular or not semi-bold, medium. So it should be also in contrast, because our eyes like the contrast, some and small. Okay, we notice it instantly like that. The brain psychology works well with this. Thank you. I will be teaching marketing psychology in June. I'm thinking to read students' projects for grading to promote my event. Yes, that's great. You can do website link in but of course, you can engage people to help you with this. Retention and memory acquired is learned. Okay, maybe definitely can pop.
Well, I don't want to interrupt because we already took too much of our time, and we promise all the time 1 hour and a half. I will just remind you that you can also put the questions in Padlet. You can put questions to were created by our third colleague Diana, and she also created a good video about how to do video. So we will share it on our YouTube, and we will send it also with a mail with home task. So you have these 2 weeks and better 1 week to do your home task. You can choose which exactly you do, what is needed for you. I mean, if Instagram for now is not something for you, you can skip this homework. But if you are using Instagram or you're going to use Instagram, if you want to be checked, follow all the deadlines, please. If you want to ask, so for example, Dara, to check your Instagram's bio, it would be nice if you will do it due to our deadlines. I thank you all very much. It was not so many questions, but I hope you could understand all our information. We tried to keep everything very practical, and we hope it really helped you. And we will see you in your results, and we see you in 2 weeks in fundraising meeting, webinar about fundraising. So have a nice weekend, weekend. Today is Monday, which weekend? Have a nice week, and see you, and we will send a mail. Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming. Bye.